Jack, what do you do with a stubborn person? Not if you are a stubborn person, but like if you married stubborn or you work for stubborn or you're raising stubborn, how do you handle that?
Well, I'm not going to play into their stubbornness by saying, no, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm not going to create a fight. I'm not going to create conflict. I'm going to be really patient with that person. And honestly, if it's something, and most stubborn people are, I don't want to offend anybody, but they're petty. It's petty stuff, So if somebody says, no, the song lyric says this, and I'm like, no, and then I show them the actual lyrics, and they're still like, well, that's wrong. I'm not going to sit there and fight somebody that says 2 + 2 is 5. I'm just going to say, okay, you have it your way. I'm going to move on. I'm definitely not going to create a fight, because sometimes you can make it worse by trying to prove your point, because that's what stubbornness is somebody proving their point that's really being inflexible about that position.
It's Tiny Dancer, not Tony Danza. So going forward with that, if you've ever heard of a boxer named Floyd Mayweather, he's a good boxer with a good record. And the reason why he's so good is because, well, he's gifted, but he also chooses his fights. He picks the right fights, and he generally picks fights that he's got a good chance of winning. You can fight every stubborn fight that comes your way, and you might win some, but you won't win them all. In fact, you'll find yourself getting hit more than you should get hit. Choosing your fight is important as you deal with stubbornness.
Yeah. A pretty good record. It's 50-0, bro. That's unbelievable.
Pretty good record.
Hey, so that should tell you 50-0. You choose your fights, you never lose, right? It's a good. Hey, he's a good analogy for us in this one. So when somebody's stubborn, one thing that you could do if you don't want to create conflict, but you want to try to create change, is ask why. Like, why is it so important that you're right on this particular matter? Create some conversation there without being demanding or without being aggressive in it. Because usually with stubborn people, it's easy to get upset and frustrated because, stubbornness, I get it, but we can't be that way. We have to be more patient. And again, I would bring up a dialogue and ask why is this so important to you?
Converse, don't confront would be one thing. If I were to ask Jack for his phone, he might give it to me. If I were to try to take his phone from him, it would not work. People are funny whenever they get the choice to loosen up. It's if you've ever had one of those old Japanese finger traps where you get your finger stuck in there, and if you try to pull on it, you're going to hurt yourself. But if you stop fighting, if you stop pushing, it can help in the process.
Yeah. Stubbornness is not a good thing, and it's also not a good thing to deal with. It can be very difficult, but
don't engage it. That's another good one.
We have to approach it with love. We have to approach everything with love, honestly, but especially stubbornness, because if not, we're going to get upset, and we're going to make our relationship with whoever that person is worse, and that's something that we can't do. We're either making our relationships better or worse by our responses. So if you're dealing with a stubborn person, don't get caught up in that game. You're not going to win it.
If you are dealing with stubborn and maybe you're stuck with stubborn, it's a process to kind of learn how to work with it and to navigate it. And sometimes a tour guide like Jack can help a lot, or a counselor. We would love to help you as you overcome the challenges that come with your stubborn people.